Sinnot Hill. Man, this is crazy up here. Hey everyone, Mark here. Man, I've got to shave tonight. My goodness. I am out at, I don't know what to call this area, so I just kind of looked in the book. It said 3-Point Creek, so, okay. My car looks like the car of a hiker. Someone who drives out to the middle of nowhere. And yet, it's the worst car you could ever have. But, I mean, it's got barely enough clearance to clear some speed bumps. Okay, first thing, head down here, walk down that road, and cross a bridge going across 3-Point Creek. Got to do more research on this road. I think this is the one, you know, there's two of them. There's one kind of up there. It's easy to get them mixed up, but I believe this is the one that used to go all the way through to the San Bam area. And they closed down part of it. So now it's just glorified. It's a trail that's really more of a road, right? The part that they closed down. Lots of footprints on the road, but I think that's the Quad 9 triangle over there. And aside from like some skidoo tracks going in, I don't really see a trail, like something that people have beat down. So not off to a good start here. If that trail isn't beaten down by anybody, that's, yeah. Well, I found some little bit of trail, and then I punched my way over to here. Surprise, surprise, there's bullet holes in it. Cross-country ski tracks, and some slight tracks down here. Wow, this is not a popular area. There's 4 vehicles up there, and the other day when I came scouting, there was like 6. So I guess I expected a little more. Okay. This is, well, this is interesting. Well, I beat my way back south again. I'm a trail junkie, and I'm kind of a stickler for walking the trail, but the trail is clearly down there. But everyone's walking up here. So I'm just gonna follow the tracks. You know, it's, yeah. Means I don't have to put on my snowshoes or anything yet. I can just mosey on. Well, it's not going super well. So the trail that I was following took a Y, and kind of the more traveled way it went even farther away from where I want to go. I mean, usually I take trails and they end up joining with the trail anyway, or they end up going where I want to go. Well, this one didn't. So I took the less traveled one, and it quickly became obvious that I was following like a bunch of deer and stuff. And usually that's not bad. Usually they will stay on trail, but anyway, I'm a full 260 meters off a trail. It's over there. Cross this thing. And before you even go out onto a wide open space, you might also just put your snowshoes on now. It's a lot easier to do it in the, you know, the shallower snow than the deep snow. Okay, let's go get myself back on track. Well, I'm on tracks, and according to my app, I am on the trail. I don't know where I screwed up, but I've said it before and I'll say it again. the beginning of a hike is a time when you can have a lot of problems trying to figure out which trail. There's the creek down there. The tracks actually went off into the logging block, but I'm not going to do that. To me, this is a pretty obvious trail now. One thing about logging blocks is that you got to just ignore these. These are here to tell the loggers when to stop. Right? So all along the edge of a logging block, you'll have these. Other times, obviously flagging helps you find a trail, but yeah. If it's a good logging company, you know, they'll come down and take all those ribbons down after the fact instead of letting them rot in nature, but more often than not, I find them still out here. Wow. A lot of meadows and logging blocks, and you know, I've been slingshotting through these trees. If you stick to the trees, the snow usually isn't as deep, and I haven't been breaking through, but now, well, now I don't have much choice. Trail is down here somewhere. This has been a challenge so far. Well, a little bit of help. So, I came from over there. I got no help as far as like diamonds or any such thing. I just kind of used my app and followed whatever trails I could see. This looks like it's actually been used a lot more to access this. This is a nice option in the winter because down there you cross Three-Point Creek, and in the winter that's fine, right? It's easy to do that. In the summer, that's a terrible option because now you have to cross that creek, a creek that has a bridge over it way over there where I went. Anyway, now you can see there's pretty discernible tracks and a very obvious trail, so I think I might have just completed the hardest part of my day. See this flagging back there. Flagging, flagging, flagging. There's flagging all on this thing, and it's like brand new, like less than a year old flagging. Makes you wonder if this is going to be logged. Last time I saw lots of flagging on a trail, it was on Lower Etherington Creek, and sure enough, discovered a few hikes later out there. I found a sign describing how they're going to log that area. So yeah, go and check out Lower Etherington Creek Trail before it gets logged and becomes a whole different ball game. Anyway, yeah, it's a mystery as to why all this is here. Flagging came here and then it took off down that direction. So yeah, I think I just walked through and all that's going to get logged. Probably next season or the one after. Oh well, that's a public land use zone for you. Well, I guess this is what happens when you come hiking the day after another hike. Yesterday I did Mockingbird Lookout. And this isn't too bad. It's a bit uphill. You're not walking, you know, I don't have my snowshoes on, but walking through the snow is always a little tougher. I'm still 0.7 away from the intersection to Sinnot Hill, so go figure that out. All right. After a bunch of climbing through the trees, I have broken out. This is the intersection for Sinnot Hill. The tracks keep going up Sinnot Hill. And all that's left heading down that way is, right now anyway, just some cross-country ski tracks. All right, well, primary goal, Sinnot Hill. Just follow the tracks. This is your view as you do this kind of Sinnot Hill. You know, it's kind of contouring, side hilling on the side of it right now, and this is what you get to look at. It's pretty sweet. Well, I thought I was on a pretty obvious little contour over there, little trail, but well, whoever I was following, like their tracks, they disagreed because, yeah, clearly all I'm following is some deer tracks now. Anyway, according to my app, the trail's up there. Yeah, I'll just head up there. Snow is not really deep or anything. It's pretty nice. This hill that's across from here, I don't know what it is. Not in the guidebook, but there's definitely some kind of old road that was carved up at once upon a time. Going along all this, I guess. Oh, all right, still climbing up this ridge. All right, up to the top of this thing. According to my app, Sinnot Hill is actually over here someplace. So when I was following some kind of trail that was down there contouring around, maybe that was to save climbing up this thing. But, well. And there's more flagging up here. What is with this flagging? And this pink with black stripes, I think it might be the Kananaskis Public Land Use Board or something. I don't know. Technically that's the top, but whoa. Pretty sweet. I think up there you're not going to get this direction, so Sinnot Hill. Man, this is crazy up here. Swear to God, flagging will be the death of me. Curiosity. I guess this just means it's the top. As if there's any doubt about that. Whatever. One thing I've learned about winter hiking is different sides of a hill will have different levels of snow. Look at this. And look over here. I could be breaking through on that. Be a lot harder. So just contour along this all the way back. It's much easier, right? I'm just following my own tracks back. The book has very different directions about how to get out here, how to get back. There's talks about a few different trails and kind of confusing. It's easy to just do your own thing out here, right? Just look at your app, just check your directions, making sure you're going the right way. And if all else fails, you can just follow your own tracks out of here. There's no wind decimating my tracks, so it works fine. Well, I hate to say it, but there's a bunch of brand new flagging up here. I think Sinnot Hill is also going to be part of the logging. Yeah, it's too bad, but that's the way it's going to be. Certainly make for some great open views up here, but you know, a little bit sad. Well, there's the intersection for Sinnot Hill. I stared at this for a while. This hill in front of me that I was looking at earlier, that is Aspen Lookout. I'm not sure I want to do that. I stared at this for a while, and now there's some very old cross-country ski tracks that I'm following because I really got nothing to go with. I mean, I'd rather not just depend on my app, right? But yeah, I mean, everything's so bloody unofficial out here. There's no, if it's not obvious, like if it's not a road through thick trees, then you got nothing. The imprint is gone because it's winter, so yeah. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. It might turn back. Okay, up here is Aspen Overlook. That's what that trail is, so. You can see an old horse trail goes up this thing. That's the one I was looking at when I was side hilling along over there. Well, I made it to this old horse trail, logging road, whatever. Someone definitely carved into the side of the mountain, hill, whatever, to get this. Woo! I think it might be part of this cut line here. Down here, there's the kind of the saddle that you divide up. I came down here, beat my way up. That there is Sinnot Hill. Oh. Okay, one thing about this is it's got boatloads of snow on it. Well, I was able to walk on top of it for a while, but finally I just had to put on the snowshoes. I'm at a T intersection. This trail, Aspen, is on my app and it does show to go that way. Thank God for small favors, you know, like, sheesh. That one probably goes down to the Quad 9 trail if you actually followed it all the way. And I think it does actually mention this in the book, this cut line. Anyway, that way. Oh yeah, you get a little higher. This is a cut line, 100%. Not sure why there's that little road that goes down there, but whatever. Looks like I'm almost at the top of it. I wish they had put a year on these. And what monument is it? Just this peg? Yeah, anyway. Alright, that monument is over there. So there's appears to be ski tracks, and then they go up this. And that up here is actually where I'm supposed to go, apparently. Someone knew their way around in here. Wow. Alright, carrying on. Get the walk along this ridge. Nice views. It's not very cold. It's not very windy. I was about to say you can't ask for much more than that. You could ask for the clouds to be a little higher, but hey, you know, could be worse too. Well, this is just like yesterday. I found, doing the Mockingbird Lookout Trail, I found a skier and a snowboarder. This is what you do when they close down the hills, right? You hike up. This is how you get a little skiing in. Well, I'm also follow their tracks. It's going the direction I want to go anyway. So I'll be following the same trail I did where I am. More new flagging. Now I'm starting to think that this flagging in particular is marking out the trail. But I mean, over there's another pink one with black slashes through it. I mean, it wouldn't make sense for those other trails because, well, I didn't follow it for long. In Sinnot Hill, it was kind of going up that hill, but it wasn't at all where the trail was supposed to be according to the book. I don't know. Down there's more pink with black slashes. I think I've tried to look up the color code for flagging before, and I've been unsuccessful, so. But this here, like, is older, much older. This is not the brand new stuff I was seeing earlier. So that, I think, actually is flagging this trail. Okay, I am back to the road. Someone stuck a stick right in the middle of it from the looks of things. Oh. So, you got absolutely nothing marking this trail, right? There is a flag in there, but there's like 3 or 4 in a line going down. So I think, geez, you know, I think that area might also get logged. It's gonna change things. But yeah, you got this sign and then it starts to turn to the right. That's all you got. There's nothing official about anything out here except that, yeah, well, nothing's official. All right, The only down part of this is now I have 2.3 kilometers to go as the crow flies, so probably more like 2.7 or 2.8 to my car. The upside is that I've never seen this, so kind of cool. Boy, this is just downhill, 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 downhill. If I ever do the Quad 9s trail again, I'll plant my bike up there, go back around, do the trail, and then I'll just ride the brakes all the way back to the car. This pretty much seems to be the best way. Well, more unofficial stuff. This is a rather large logging road that comes off this thing. And there are tracks. So a lot of the cross-country skiing and stuff that I saw up there, some of it went the wrong way. Like, not the way I wanted to. Definitely some of it's coming in and out of here. Because, well, now I can't quite see it, but it's that's part of the cut line. Yeah, learning. I'm learning. Wow, an actual sign showing a trail. I've never seen that. Well, there's another part of it over there, going down that way. I might as well take it instead of hanging out on the road. Huh. Well, I decided not to go down that Quad 9 trail. Just stick to the road, get back to the car. I'd have enough for one day, right? I kind of had to rake myself out today. Oh, well, I like that Sinnot Hill. That certainly was pretty decent. I was actually thinking of carrying on down that 4.9s, Quad 9, 999 trail, whatever you want to call it, and finishing it off. You know, that would have finished it off for the most part. I would have had a little chunk I hadn't seen yet. But, you know, it obviously would have been all me, just me, figuring out the navigation on that thing. And I could see the trails for Aspen Overlook. So, yeah, you know, I finished both the missions I set out to do, and that's not something that always happens in winter, right? Anyway, that was a fun one, as always. Get out there and hike.